Welcome to the 11th session of the Interministerial Press Conference coordinated by the Ministry of Information and Communication Infrastructure. And today we start with the Ministry of Agriculture on the provision of certified seeds to farmers across the country at the beginning of the 2020 rainy season. The Ministry of Agriculture has noted that crops in most parts of the Gambia will reach harvestable maturity, especially in regions that benefited from free distribution of certified seeds, with farmers expected to reap near bumper harvest. It could be recalled that the Ministry of Agriculture, through the National Seed Secretariat at the beginning of the 2020 rainy season, had distributed 310 metric tons of rice seeds from registered certified seed producers from the Central River region. These rice seeds were procured by the government of the Gambia and distributed to the farming communities across the country through the Department of Agriculture. The NEMA project also procured 142 metric tons of assorted seeds certified by the National Seed Secretariat to farmers as COVID-19 support. The following certified seeds and quantities were distributed across the country in addition to the rice seeds to farmers, which are now at near harvestable stage. For groundnut, 132 metric tons was distributed to farmers free, maize 36 metric tons, cowpea 9 metric tons, rice 76 metric tons, and findi 518 kilograms. The Ministry of Fisheries, Water Resources and National Assembly matters, and this one pertains to rural water supply. The Department of Water Resources under the Ministry of Fisheries, Water Resources and the National Assembly matters is currently implementing 2 projects as part of efforts to achieve universal and equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water. These projects include the Climate Smart Rural Works Development Project, funded by the African Development Bank Group to the tune of $40 million, and the just-ended Saudi Sahelian Project Phase 5, funded by the Saudi Fund for Development SDF to the tune of $3.5 million. The aim of both projects is to provide access to safe and quality drinking water to the rural populace. The Climate Smart Works Development Project would provide 144 solar-powered water supply systems to 276 communities in 5 administrative regions of the Gambia. The project will also enable more than 400,000 people in rural areas to have access to safe and quality drinking water. Already, the just-ended Saudi Sahelian Project Phase 5 provided 27 solar-powered water supply systems to 47 rural communities in 5 administrative regions of the Gambia, and these water facilities were already handed over to the beneficiaries in early 2020 directly, benefiting more than 50,000 people. The fisheries sector, as part of its objectives to rationally generate revenue for the state in the form of both local and foreign currencies, has from 2017 to date generated a total of $316 million, $915, 885.26 bututes. The sources of revenue, according to the Ministry of Fisheries, Water Resources and National Assembly matters, include 10% fish landings by vessels that could not land catches in Banjul due to landing facility constraints, that is inadequate landing and jetty facility, fishing license fees imposed on arrested fishing vessels, and partnership agreements, notably the EU Sustainable Partnership Agreement and Senegalo-Gambia Fishing Agreement. The Ministry of Health, and this is on the strengthening of the healthcare service delivery in the face of COVID-19 in the Gambia. The World Bank Board of Executive Directors have approved a $30 million grant from the International Development Association, IDA, to improve the quality and utilization of essential health services in the Gambia. The Essential Health Services Strengthening Project will provide performance-based financing grants to health facilities, scale up community engagement to improve utilization of quality health services, and build resilient and sustainable health systems to support the delivery of quality health services. This will include the renovation of selected health facilities and the establishment of a national blood transfusion service. This project will build on the success of the Maternal and Child Nutrition and Health Results Project and the ongoing COVID-19 Preparedness and Response Project to improve access and use of primary health care services for all in the Gambia. In the long term, the project is expected to help reduce maternal and child mortality, therefore contributing to the improvement of the Gambia's Human Capital Index. The Ministry of Trade, Regional Integration and Employment. The Ministry of Trade, Regional Integration and Employment is developing the National Regional Integration Policy and Strategy to pave a clear direction of the Gambia in harnessing the much-needed benefits of her membership in the regional and sub-regional organizations. Following the joint Presidential Council meeting between the Gambia and Senegal, the Ministry of Trade, Regional Integration and Employment, in collaboration with the Ministry of Works, Transport and Infrastructure, is working on popularizing the cross-border transport agreement aimed at widening market access for operators in the transport subsector. To better promote regional integration agenda through cross-border cooperation and data collection, the Ministry of Trade, Regional Integration and Employment continues to provide support in the form of materials and equipment to border authorities and other stakeholders in the promotion of the ECOWAS free movement protocols. The Ministry of Tourism and Culture, and this is in relation to the Pastry and Bread Production Center for Gambia Tourism and Hospitality Institute, GTHI. The Gambia Tourism and Hospitality Institute, GTHI, under the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, is on the verge of constructing the first ever pastry and bread production center at the GTHI main campus in Kanifing. The $2 million standardized production center, which is funded by the government of the Gambia, will enhance the Gambia Tourism and Hospitality Institute's teaching capacity in the area of pastry and bread production using local ingredients such as millet and corn. This project, which is funded to be completed and officially commissioned before the end of December 2020, will further help close the skill gap in pastry and bread production, as well as improve linkages in the agriculture sector. The Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, and this one is on the 2020 Gambia Basic Certificate Examination GABES results. The Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education on Tuesday, 13th October 2020, released the results of the 2020 Gambia Basic Education Certificate Examination. The total number of candidates who entered for the examination was 23,039 students, out of which 10,083 were males and 12,956 were females. A total of 26 candidates scored aggregate 6 this year, compared to 21 in 2019, and that students have done remarkably well in all the core subject areas this year compared to last year, except for mathematics. However, for the first time, 6 candidates scored 1 in all their 9 subjects. The underperformance of students in mathematics is not only peculiar to the Gambia, but across the West Africa Examination Council WIEG member states. Overall, more students in 2020 have passed the Gambia Basic Education Certificate Examination than ever before in this country. Thank you.